Hey there, I just wanted to talk a little bit tonight about the changes to the pathfinding system that I've been making for Monster Meadow. So, previously I was using a pure pathfinding system, and you can see a little bit about what that looks like in Shiva anyway. The mesh on the bottom actually has a bunch of pathfinding nodes. So what you want to do is you want to like set your ground mesh, or if it's a terrain, it will create a bunch of different nodes at whatever spacing you define, and these are all 1 units apart. And then if you add obstacles to the main pathfinding mesh, you remove the obstacles from the mesh and it gives you these green dots around, which those are used to navigate around obstacles. And I've also trimmed out, you can see I've trimmed out the nodes around the edge of the mesh, and those also appear as green. That way somebody can't click off the edge of the map and just run off the edge of the map. So what I did not like previously was that if you were running on a pathfinding mesh, let's say if I clicked on a spot over here, he's actually going to like run out this way a little bit and then navigate around some nodes over here. It's going to look really silly. Even if you wanted to click on a straight line to a point like here, it actually will find the nearest location, so it might go run like this and then like this and zigzag a little bit. And that is just less than ideal. Obviously, if this is a straight line, I can turn and run at it. So what I did tonight was I set it up so that I have an additional helper object in here that I'm calling HNavDirect, and he's located a half a unit off the ground. And how he works is like this. Let's say I click on the other side of this. What happens right away? Well, actually, let me move over here to make this a little bit more obvious. If I click on the other side of this and say I want to move there, the NavDirect object shoots out a ray between here and my position. And if it finds a collider in between there, it says, look, I know you'd like to run in a straight line, but you're going to collide in an object right around here. So I'm going to put myself here, and you can run to me, no problem. But when you get to me, we're going to have to actually engage the pathfinding system. So when he gets to this spot, he will actually then find a path around the obstacle. And when he does that, he says, okay, I'm going to let you use this pathfinding system, not a problem. But in another half a second or so, I'm going to check and see if I can run straight to the target location. And if I can, then I'm running straight and there's nothing you can do about it. So let's see what happens. So as soon as I click here, we can see the direct object is there. He picked a path, and then he ran straight. If there's no obstacles, there's no pathfinding system that needs to get used. And this works for multiple obstacles too. Basically, anytime you see a pink line, that is when the pathfinding system, the navigation system, is in place. So let's pick a tricky path. Let's pick something like this. So he's going to navigate around, run to the straight end. That just worked out really well. Let's run over here a little bit. Let's pick a spot over here. It's getting straight. Yep, fantastic. Okay, so that basically describes my changes to the pathfinding system, and it results in a much smoother transition. I'm going to, so we can just see what's going on here a little bit clearer. So now my remaining challenge is that when I have somebody able to add objects in the middle of the game, I have to actually disable the nodes around this object. So should be an easy problem to solve, but at least this little 1-month game challenge has given me a tremendous improvement to my pathfinding technology, one that's been bugging me for a long time. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on the Monster Meadow project.